All right, JC, what's your official title with Gab?
So I am the co-chair for the Guild's Activities Board. So myself and Marcus Evans, we oversee the rest of the board and all of the programming staff.
What exactly does the Gals Activities Board do?
All right, so a lot of people hear GAB and they're like, oh, what's that? And then they hear Guild's Activities Board. It's like, okay, that's a bit more of an explanation. But what we really do is oversee all of the club's programming, help them with funding or help them with advertising and things of that nature. But our main priority is always the major events on campus. So as we see every semester at the beginning, we have weeks of welcome. So we run all the events that happen during that time. We have homecoming in the fall. Then we have another weeks of welcome and spring weekend in the spring.
So this past weekend, April 22nd to the 24th, was spring weekend, and we had our second annual paint party. Did you guys make any changes from last year, and did you find it successful?
Yeah, so last year, the paint party, the major change we did is location and the way we wanted to change up the surface area of how people would get paint. What we realized from last year is that we ended up putting the stage with the DJs and the production company to the back end wall near President Street. That worked out well. The only problem was that the rest of the gym ended up having a lot of dead space. So we decided to move that towards the projector side right here by the weight room, which we were able to close it off more and allowed for just a bigger space and allowed more people to get more paint. And that way it didn't look like such a dead body. Because even with 500, 600 people inside of there, there was still a lot more space. And this way we eliminated that factor and it just looked a lot better.
Blacklight pool party. It was the first one that you guys have had. First off, how did it come about? Because there was a lot of skeptics. Just the whole idea of it. So really, just what brought that about?
So to be completely honest, that concept actually came from a prior idea we had for another event. Our idea, which we will probably implement soon now that the pool party went pretty well, we had an idea to have an indoor movie night. So when we actually tried to do that, it was supposed to be in the pool. So it's going to be an indoor horror pool movie night. But that just didn't work out because inside of the pool area, there wasn't any place for a projector screen. You know, people were worried that the projector would get messed up, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But after that happened and that idea fell through, we decided, okay, it's springtime. We still want to do something with the pool. Let's incorporate it into spring weekend. You know, it was an event that didn't cost us as much money with obviously the amount of money we were going to spend on the caliber of the weekend, but it was a complete success. So we decided that we would turn off the lights, throw in a whole bunch of our own lights, black lights, strobe lights, color lights, throwing floaties everywhere, throwing black lights into the pool. Like it was just a really fun time, and it actually went really, really well. So I was very pleased with the first time that it happened. And next year, now that we saw it implemented this year, we're just gonna try to make it bigger, honestly, and better. So people know the DJ went well, the music went well, the food went like always at every event. But it was a really awesome event, and
Awesome.
everybody had a nice time.
Awesome. This year's concert or performance was Kid Ink.
Yes.
Last year was comedian Chris Stefano from Guy Code, and the year before that was Ryan Leslie, another artist. So what really made you transition from a comedian to a more popular performer this year?
Okay, so when we look at a comedian, a lot of people don't realize that obviously this weekend costs a lot of money. That we went with a comedian last year because that was our budget allocated, you know, and it was the best we could do for the semester. So we decided as a paint party as our main event and the comedian as the opening for Friday. This year, myself and Marcus Evans went to President Nair, and we were actually able to ask for a new allocation of money on top of what we were already allocated. Thankfully, after many talks with Charlie and Dr. Nair, we were actually able to double our budget, which allowed us to be able to actually bring in an artist that the students would love to see. So we really wanted to work for the students and bring something that they would enjoy. You know, spring weekend is all about having fun and having a big old time. So we thought that a hip hop artist of that genre on this campus would be the best bet because it applied to as many people with everyone when they listen to music, whatever they're doing. It's really something that applies to everyone, and that's what we wanted. You know, we wanted to see everyone just have a good time, and we thought that this was honestly the best decision. And thankfully, with the allocation of the money from President Nair and the Office of Student Development, we were able to do that for the students.
Is this a route you think that you guys would like to take again next year?
Oh yeah, honestly, if we can continue getting the same allocations of money, we would absolutely always try to go for a big artist, you know, because a lot of times our students, what they ask for is that real college experience. So some of our students say, oh, because we go to Iona, it's a private small Catholic school, we aren't able to have what other state schools have, you know, like big artists and things of that nature. So if we can absolutely get this money, we will bring the students what they want. And this is what they ask for, so that's where we listen.
Awesome.